I love it. I get to do favorites today, and I'm so glad you're here. Anyway.
Sailors passing on the street, are you ready for peace? Ships are filling up fast, are you ready for ease? Forget bad memories and leave those hurting knees behind. Birds are filling up the sky, are you willing to try? Right. Sing along as they hum and be fulfilled. Many more will come, many more under the sun. Pack your finest suit. We will keep it steady. We will be the confetti. If we fail, we just reboot.
I'm so happy to see you today. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi. I hope you had a great week. I had a really good week, and a lot of things went right. And well, it took a little getting used to, but yeah, I liked it. So I hope your week was a good one. And I wanted to say welcome to the new ladies that are here. I'm so glad you're here. And also I wanted to send out my love to the beautiful ladies that have been with me for a long time. Some of you from day one. And that was what? 1949. Well, it seems like it, doesn't it? Ah, yes, but anyway, I'm so glad you're here, and I love doing favorites. This is a favorites video, and I love doing favorites because it can be anything. If you want to talk about a movie, or an umbrella, or shoes, or hats, or makeup and skincare, you can just throw it in there. But I've got some very unusual items this time around, and I've got some really cool discount codes, which I don't usually have. So yeah, I think you're really gonna like some of my favorites. And then later on, I wanted to chat with you about a few things. You know how I do. One of my favorite products that I found in May is a new serum that I started using that has borage oil in it. And I know what you're thinking. Holy Michael, what's borage oil? But you know, I honestly believe that plant-based oils for our skin, they help fight the free radicals, and they help with hydration and brightness. So you know, I love anything that is natural. So borage oil helps us with rosacea, any kind of inflammation, irritation, and I've been having some of that. So I found a serum that has borage oil in it. This is by Cure. This has sunflower oil in it, cranberry oil, and it has argan oil and borage oil. So I was over the moon when I saw that it not only had the anti-inflammatory properties in the serum, but you know, the antioxidants, and also, you know, when you're talking about sunflower oil, you know, you're gonna glow and you're going to be hydrated. So I was very excited to use it. And you know, when I was watching my videos, I would think, why am I putting my blush so low? But it wasn't my blush. My cheeks were just red. So anyway, I've been using this for about 4 weeks, and I love it. And the redness has almost all gone. And this oil, it smells a little woodsy, but it smells good. But of all the oils I've ever used, this one absorbs the very fastest. I use it at night over my rosehip seed oil, and in the morning I use this underneath my makeup. A little bit goes a long way, but it's almost like a illuminating primer. But it's so beautiful. And it does so many wonderful things for our face. One of my favorite products in May is a hair product. And it is a shampoo by John Frieda, and it's called Sheer Blonde. And what this shampoo does is, if you have salon highlights, it revitalizes them. It accelerates the true blonde color that, they originally give you before it turns brassy and gold. And, well, I need to get to the salon. But it does really help prolong how your hair looks between salon visits. I would caution, though, I use 2/3 of this Sheer Blonde shampoo, and the other third I mix it with my shampoo. So it's 1/3 my shampoo and 2/3 the John Frieda shampoo. And for some reason, then that comes out a lot more natural. One product in May that I fell head over heels in love with is from ZION Health. And they make healthy deodorant. And this is aluminum-free deodorant. It comes in different scents. Like this one is lemonade and this one is lavender. And there's no aluminum, there's no parabens, there's no junk in this. It feels dry to the touch. It smells like heaven, and it keeps your underarms dry and you're not stinky, and they're reasonably priced. So I couldn't believe it. I started reading up on some of the ingredients that this company uses, and they use a thing called quinoa clay. And that's been used hundreds of years to help detox human beings from chemicals. So I was impressed. And then when I went through the brochure and I saw they have shampoo and things for your feet and masks for your face and cleansers, I mean, I was over the moon. Because I want to get harmful chemicals out of my body. And my son, he's going to have a new baby. So I sent a package of all kinds of different scented deodorants and things for their face and their hair. And it just felt like such a loving gift. I love my Grande Lash, but I stopped being able to use it because it was irritating my eyelids so badly. They were red, raw, itchy. I mean, it just terrible. I'm not going through that, for longer lashes. Anyway, what I discovered is that if I use black castor oil with my Grande Lash, then it doesn't bother me. And it doesn't matter what order. First I use the lash serum and then the castor oil, or vice versa. Anyway, I found a workaround. So I know so many of you out there can't use a lash serum, but if you just want to take just a little drop of castor oil and then just drop it over your lash line and maybe a little bit on your lashes and see if it worked. It worked for me, so it might work for you, and then you can have long lashes again. Another thing I totally rediscovered and fell in love with in May is hats. Big hats, little hats, white hats, black hats, pink hats, I mean hats. Looking back on your life, is there any advice that you would want to pass on to your grandchildren?
Probably not to get too far ahead of yourself. Live every day as it is. Not to worry so much.
When I was a young girl, sometimes to chase the blues away, I would go to the drugstore and I would pick out a new shade of lipstick or nail polish. And, to this day, I still do it. And it works every time as far as chasing the blues away. But every month I share with you a couple new shades of lipstick that I get from the drugstore. And you seem to like that, and I like it too. So I've got 2 this month for you. And the first one is the new Milani I Am Confident. That's the shade. The shade is called I Am Confident. And it's a very sexy kind of brown wine. And I really love it, and I think it's just very, very nice. I mean, you can wear it, kind of vampy, or you can tone it way down with a very subtle lip gloss. And the second one I got is called Resilient Raisin, because we all know how resilient raisins are. Anyway, I'm wearing this today. I think I've been wearing this all week. I love it. But this is Resilient Raisin by L'Oreal. And this one is a little bit more brown and a little bit more mysterious. And I just love it. I don't know why. It's more kind of a terracotta. You know, now some people say, you know, when you get over 60, you know, you really should just wear nudes, but I don't wanna. Talk about one of my very favorite things for May. I have been dying to share this with you, but I couldn't do it until today. But this is called the Thumper, and this is a professional home massager. And this company has been around for about 40 years, and they supply professional massage tools to chiropractors and hospitals. But they also have home versions for people that suffer from back pain and muscle spasms, people who do a lot of sports like my son, and for me, because I have been dieting and working out, I've been walking a lot, and I've been having lately a lot of lower back pain. So when the company Thumper contacted me and said, would you like to try our product in exchange for a review and a possible sponsorship, I went, oh yeah, okay. You bet, I'm there. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. This is something that, you know, has pretty much changed my life. This weighs about 3 pounds, and this is a percussive type massage. It comes with 2 different heads. You can get you can put the soft heads on or the hard heads on. It comes in 5 different settings, so you kind of work up to the type of feel that best serves your muscles. If you have ever gotten a professional massage, you're probably familiar with that kind of slicing motion that the masseuse will do with their hands. Well, that's what this particular unit, that's what this feels like. It feels like somebody is just dicing up your muscles. It's a percussive type massage. So, and you're not going to be moving the unit. You're going to be laying the unit on the muscle wherever you are needing a massage. You're going to park it there for 30 seconds to 60 seconds, and then you're just going to slowly move it. You can do it in almost any type of position, because this is 3 pounds. So you can maneuver it yourself, although it's kind of nice to have a partner that would help you out, but I digress. It is something where I do this every single night, and I do it on my lower back, and I also do it on my arms. The whole therapy session for me runs about 8 minutes. I mean, it's just amazing, and I'm not exactly sure how this works, but I guess because of the added circulation, it helps every part of my body. It helps me with clarity of thought. It helps me breathe. It helps me sleep, and it helps me be in not as much pain. So I'm a huge fan of this. You don't put this unit anywhere near your neck. You don't put it on your bones, and you don't apply any pressure. That's very important, that you just let the unit do what the unit is going to do for your body. You know, I know when I first got it, I thought of my son, because he plays so much golf and he has muscle spasms, and this is going to be such a wonderful gift. And I thought I was going to have to spend about $350 on it, and I couldn't believe it when I saw the price was $129. I just couldn't believe it, because this is a professional percussive massage tool, and it really, really works. It's kind of a life changer. So I was very excited about that. So I wanted to say, if this interests you, you need to talk to your doctor first. And if you have a pacemaker, you're not going to want to use this. But if it is something that might interest you, or if you have someone, a loved one, that plays a lot of sports or has problems with their muscles, or has, lower back pain like I do. I also have, sore shoulder. Oh, okay, everything is sore. But this comes with a 2-year warranty, which I think is, absolutely fantastic. If you have any questions, the company is a dream. They will help you out every step of the way.
You come around late at night, looking for some arms to hug and hold you tight.
One of my last favorites that I want to share with you is a movie I haven't seen in over 20 years, and it's the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. I don't know if any of you out there are familiar with this movie, but I do remember how I saw it when I was a much younger woman, and I know how I felt last night when I watched this film. And it's like I saw a different movie. I remember when I first saw this movie, I was very into the story of Ruth, Itchy and Ruth being married to an abusive husband, and there's a horrible scene where he kind of kicks her down the stairs and she lands on her face. And I remember when I was a young woman watching this movie thinking, yeah, I felt that way. I feel that way. I feel like somebody gave me a kick and I landed on my face. But at 64, rewatching this film, that isn't what I saw. That is not what I related to. Kathy Bates, who in the movie portrays a kind of a lost woman. She's 50-something, and she really doesn't have a purpose in her life. She's not happy with her marriage. She's not happy with herself. She's overeating. She's lost her way. She doesn't have a purpose in life. And there's a scene where she's talking to the older woman in the nursing home, and she says, I'm too old to be young, and I'm too young to be old. I don't know what I am. And that's how I have felt. And I could relate to that. And I know from talking to so many of you, I know that that's how you feel too. Because, we're not bombarded with a lot of images of women our age. There's no roadmap that says this is how we live our life. A lot of us never planned on living out our life alone. A lot of us never planned on what life has thrown at us. And it's really funny because I know a lot of the focus is, anti-aging, and we want to look younger, and, older women care about this or they care about that. And, I honestly think the truth is we care about living the best life that we can. And we are searching and relishing and enjoying the purpose that we find in living this long, because it's such an honor and a privilege. In the 4 years that I have been here, I have never had anybody say to me or write me, I am so distraught over those 2 new wrinkles I just found this morning. No. It's just this feeling that we're relevant and that we're appreciated, and that somehow, some way, there is some roadmap that shows us that we're vibrant and we're alive and our best years are ahead of us. And sometimes we don't always feel that way. Even though it's true, we don't always feel that way. And so, in rewatching this movie, when she says, I'm too young to be old, I teared up.
Do you think people our age worry too much?
I think it's really easy at this age to worry and to not be positive all the time. So I think our best years are still coming.
everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I loved every second of it. So I hope you have a wonderful brand new week. And when you're done with your week, you come back and see me and Desi, okay? Okay, it's a deal.
We will keep it steady. We will be the confetti. And if we fail, we just reboot. 'Cause nothing can hold us back. Oh, nothing can take us down. We stand joined. Many more